One of the things that was interesting to me was the reaction to the Cincinnati Bengals taking Ja'Marr Chase at number 5. And I feel like a lot of people were upset about that pick. And I had a hard time understanding why. A lot of people thought they should have gone with an offensive lineman, but I think they made the right move taking Ja'Marr Chase, dynamic playmaker, one of the best playmakers in the draft. And I don't care what anybody says, you can't find a Ja'Marr Chase later on in the draft. Those guys aren't walking around in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. So, like I mentioned before, excellent pick by the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think picking that kid, I think is going to do wonders for Joe Burrow and that Cincinnati offense. And the reason I feel so strongly about this is because when I watch Ja'Marr Chase's film, he's a guy that I see constantly making tough catches, difficult catches over and over and over on film. Even when he's tightly covered, when you think he's covered, when he's not creating that much separation, when the ball is underthrown, he constantly is able to find a way to make a play. And I think that's one of the most important parts of being a really good wide receiver. Making plays that aren't necessarily there, making plays where you might just have to bail out your quarterback a few times. The guys that can do that are the guys that I want, and those are the guys that I like. That's why I think Cincinnati made the right pick, and I'm just going to show you guys a few film clips just to back that up. Now, I've probably watched this play a million times on film, but I really like using this play as an example when I talk about Ja'Marr Chase because I think he does an excellent job on this play. He's aligned to the top of the screen, and he's running just a stutter go up top, double move type stuff, and he's able to get open, create some separation. But the problem is Joe Burrow takes a hit in the backfield, and that ball is underthrown a bit. So now when you're in that situation and you're a receiver, you got to find a way to bail your quarterback out. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to find a way to go up and get that ball. Just see how he attacks the ball in the air. He's not waiting on these DBs. He's not waiting for somebody to go up and get it or tap it or go up and intercept it. He's not waiting on that to happen. He's going up and he's aggressively attacking the ball in the air. And that's the type of stuff that separates good from great. That stuff right there. That's why you take a Ja'Marr Chase at number 5 instead of taking an offensive lineman. Same thing right here against Vanderbilt. Getting pressure off the edge. Quarterback takes a shot in the backfield. Ball is underthrown. Now what do I have to do? I have to go up and make a play if I'm Ja'Marr Chase. I have to go up and make a play. I got to go up and make some things happen. I have to go up and bail my quarterback out. That's what separates the good from the great. And you see this constantly on Ja'Marr Chase's film. Want another example of it? Here we go right here against Auburn. Now, the quarterback has a pretty clean pocket. He's not taking a shot on this play, but he does throw the back shoulder right here and allows Ja'Marr Chase to go up and make a play, which is exactly what he does right here. He's not able to go and create too much separation out there on the outside. That's why he's throwing this thing back shoulder, because he knows, hey, I got a dog out there at receiver. I got a guy that's going to go up and make a play, and that's exactly what Ja'Marr Chase does right here against that Auburn DB. Here we go against Alabama. You get the same exact thing. One-on-one down the field. Hasn't created much separation right there. DB is running stride for stride with him. Ball's in the air though. Now I have to go up and make a play. Now I really love how Ja'Marr Chase, he's able to backdoor this thing, backdoor that DB, allow that DB's momentum to carry himself upfield. And he just slips right behind him and goes up and gets the ball while he falls over in the end zone. Excellent ball skills. Always aggressive towards the ball in the air. And like I said, that's exactly what you want out of a number 1 receiver. That's exactly what you want out of a receiver that you're going to take in the top 5 in the NFL draft. The last play right here against Clemson. Now, if you watch that game, that national championship game from a couple years back, you saw how Ja'Marr Chase got down in that game. He absolutely dominated a first-round pick in A.J. Terrell out there at corner. He wasn't playing around with that kid. And this play was one of the better plays in that game. Really tight coverage down the field. Like I said, A.J. Terrell was the first-round pick, so he's a pretty solid player. I really liked him a lot. But when he went out there and went against Ja'Marr Chase in that national championship game, Ja'Marr Chase had a field day, and this play was no different. Really tight coverage. Excellent ball by Joe Burrow, but just a great job tracking the ball, a great job of not getting forced out of bounds and maintaining his position down the sideline by Ja'Marr Chase. And that's not an easy catch. Trust me, I know from experience. That's not an easy catch when you got a DB hounding you down the field right there. You probably got a little contact, got some hand fighting going on. All the while, you have to track this ball down the field and go up and make this catch right here. That's not an easy thing to do, and Ja'Marr Chase just makes it look easy on that play. And if you watch that game, throughout that game, he pretty much made everything look easy. And that's the type of stuff I'm talking about from a top 5 pick at receiver. So Cincinnati Bengals fans, don't trip. You got a really good player at number 5. And me being a Browns fan, I'm really scared. I'm really nervous about the Browns having to deal with Ja'Marr Chase for the next 10, 15 years potentially. So like I said, don't trip. You got a good player. He was the best receiver in this draft, in my opinion. And I think he's the type of guy that's going to walk in day one and establish himself as the top dog out there in Cincinnati.